We are going to mix things up a little bit right now, both in terms of format and generation. The Arizona State University has been a critical and extraordinary partner to us at GreenBiz over the last few years with this event, and it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to the stage the woman without whom that would not have been possible. She is going to bring a few other folks on stage as a very special preview for tonight's Sustainability Solutions presentation. Please welcome Patty Ryder, who is the Executive Director of the Walton Sustainability Initiative.
Thank you. Clicker. Okay. Thank you all. I want to give you a little preview of this evening and make sure that you know what's going to occur. And let me just get a few slides going here. All right, so the celebration tonight, you will see even more youth and more courage and genius, as well as some exciting musical performances. So don't miss it. We'll be having this celebration at El Chorro, which is a former boarding school nestled in between Camelback Mountain and Mummy Mountain here. Tonight, the sunset is at 6:15. The buses leave at 5 o'clock, so I recommend you get on early. They're running a continuous loop. Your conference badge will be your ticket to admission there. And that once you get there, you will see displays from our winners during the year for the Walton Sustainability Solutions Award in the Intel Science Fair and in Future Cities competition. And we do this to encourage youth to understand the 3 pillars of sustainability. So what you're going to see next are 5 of our Intel 2016 award winners, beginning with Hannah Herbst.
Everyone. Oh, hi, everyone. Well, as she said, my name is Hannah Herbst, and I'm a sophomore at Florida Atlantic University High School. And for my project, I developed a novel ocean energy probe designed to bring electricity access to countries through the movement of ocean current energy. So I was originally inspired to do my work by my pen pal Ruth, who lives in Ethiopia. After receiving a newsletter talking about how she was living in energy poverty with minimal access to electricity, I wanted to seek a simple solution to this problem. So I developed several different iterations of my device. And the best news of all is that the most cost-effective iteration costs only $12 and is made from 90% recycled materials like plastic bottles, recycled spoons, and even 3D printed materials. So I'm very excited to be able to open source these designs within the next several months and use them in conjunction with my startup initiative, Project STEAM, that inspires kids to get involved in science, technology, engineering, the arts, and mathematics from a middle and elementary school age. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm very excited to be here to talk about my research and for the opportunities that I've had. Thank you.
Hi, it's really great to be here. I'm Nishita Sinha, and I'm a senior at high school in New Jersey. So today I'm going to be telling you a little bit about my project, Experimental Studies in Developing Safe Sanitation Solutions. So my story started about 7 years ago, when I visited my ancestral village in northern India. And here I saw groups of villagers traveling far out into the fields to defecate in the open. And this shocked me, and I soon realized that this problem affects a third of the world, which lacks access to safe at-home toilets. This results in the spread of harmful diseases and keeps villagers trapped in vicious cycles of poverty. I knew I had to do something to help, so I started looking for a toilet solution that could be installed in these villages. Eventually, I found a local solution that was compact, inexpensive, and ultimately practical for installation. But it had one glaring shortcoming. See, a lot of these systems were allowing liquid waste, ripe with harmful pathogens, to seep out into surrounding soil and potentially groundwater sources. I had a bad feeling that this could result in widespread groundwater contamination. And in the lab, I proved that there was a really high risk of groundwater contamination. So my project became to create a low-cost liquid waste filter that could reduce this risk of groundwater contamination in these toilets. To do this, I first turned to the natural world. So I used a lot of different natural materials like sand mixed with pebbles and turmeric and garlic paste to create a filter that reduced the risk of groundwater contamination by a promising 83%. I also wanted to make this a long-lasting, sustainable solution. And to do this, I harnessed the power of the sun. I created circuits that utilize solar power to deploy low-voltage electric fields into my filters. And this brought the long-term bacteria concentration coming out of these filters to close to 0 colonies, indicating that this is now a sustainable solution. So by updating these toilets with these liquid waste filters, we have created an inexpensive, safe, compact, and ultimately sustainable toilet solution. The next goal is implementation. Working with nonprofits and local governments, I've already started installing these toilets in villages in northern India. And my future steps involve global deployment. So far, we've installed 125 toilets in these villages. By 2018, let's make it 2,000. Thank you.
Good afternoon, my name is Osvaldo Pagan. This is my partner Deanna Ballentine, and we're from Puerto Rico, and today we're going to be presenting you the future of energy, spironized solar cells.
So thanks to this exotic geometric figure called Spidron, created by Daniel Erdely in 1979, we were able to carry out an innovative solar cell.
Based on simulations made in computer and the data collected from the research literature, we were able to compare them. The spironized solar cell will be absorbing more hours of sunlight during the day and at its maximum capacity than a conventional solar cell. The spironized solar cell will also be producing more energy per area occupied than a conventional one, and at last, the spironized solar cell doesn't require to be moved from position during the day since it follows the patterns of the sun, and a conventional will be required to move at least 3 times of position during the year, and it has many other benefits.
Yes. So why an spironized solar cell? Well, first of all, it contributes to the global warming solutions by increasing significantly the efficiency over the standard model. It requires less solar panels and still produces more energy than the conventional solar cell. It is simple. There is no need for motorizing rotation or moving it along the different stages of the year. And also, for those stylish people and art lovers, why not add an exotic look to your place?
The manufacturing process could be carried out using a 3D printer, and here we have the proof that it could be possible. And also, another alternative could be to construct a solar cell-less material and stick to it flexible solar cells. Well, thank you very much for your attention.
Hi, my name is Shantanu Jakute. I'm a high school senior in South Florida, and I'll be talking about my mosquito control project. So as we say in the lab, mosquitoes suck, literally. And you've probably heard of Zika virus, and the mosquito that I work with and transmits Zika virus and his close cousin, Anopheles gambia, kills close to 1 million people each year. But the problem isn't with the mosquitoes themselves. It's with the way we fight them. You see, a lot of the chemicals, not only are they harmful and toxic to the environment and to us, they're actually quite expensive and impractical for use in many parts of the country. In addition, these chemicals create new forms of super mosquitoes as these mosquitoes grow stronger and more resistant. For the past 3 years, I've exploited a new method for mosquito control using sounds. I interfere with their sexual behavior using decades of underutilized data, and I found a new way that I can efficiently kill, zap, or trap mosquitoes. Now you're probably wondering how this works, and we'll explain this later tonight, but the idea is to find a backdoor to mosquito control. And with a device that I've created for less than $20, I've created an open source model for scientists and users all around the world to effectively combat mosquitoes. So as we say in the lab, violence is never the answer, except when it comes to mosquitoes. Thank you.
Hello, my name is McKenna, and I'm a high school senior from Chandler, Arizona. And in my project, I designed a new method of algae oil extraction that I like to call fungal-assisted extraction that was able to reduce the cost of algae biofuels by 50%. And this opens up a whole new field of research that I like to call algal fungal extraction, biofuels. And so you may be wondering, why on earth would I be doing something with algae in the first place? And it's because algae is a potential viable fuel for the future. And it can provide endless benefits for the world, such as sequestering carbon dioxide and being able to double its mass every 24 hours. However, there are some things that are preventing algae from becoming the future of energy. And one of them is it's way too expensive to produce. So it costs about $20 per gallon to produce this fuel, and no one is going to spend that much money on gasoline. And so the fungal assisted extraction method is able to reduce that cost. And in addition, it requires no additional energy to extract the oil from the algae, which is one of the roadblocks that has been occurring over the years. And so with fungus, it's able to provide endless opportunities for the future. And in addition, being able to grow with the algae, which will eventually push the cost of algae biofuels to under $3 per gallon. And so then that's how it makes it competitive with oil. And so I have a goal to one day produce a fuel using algae and fungus that can provide food, fuel, and clean up wastewater or grow on waste material for anyone in the world who needs it. And this method is sustainable, has potential to meet demand, and can provide endless benefits for the growing world. Thank you. And in addition, we would all like to thank the Walton Initiatives, ASU, and GreenBiz
for the opportunity to be here tonight and meet you all.
So please join us
For a very special sustainability celebration,
A dinner at El Churro, a night under the stars.
To hear more about our research. See you there.
Thank you.